Welcome back to Chopping It Up, the only horror podcast that slices and dices for your listening pleasure. Tonight, we're celebrating Halloween and ushering in the crisp fall weather and the changing leaves. And to honor that, we're bringing you an all-time great Halloween horror flick that nobody knows about but us. Step aside, Michael Myers, because I present to you the 1988 should-be cult classic, Hack-O-Lantern, directed by Jag Mundra and starring the inimitable High Pike, who puts in an absolutely sublime virtuoso performance. One for the ages, folks. We'll get into that momentarily, but first, if you're interested in watching this movie, it's now available for free via the Plex app, and I think the full movie is also available on YouTube. As a reminder, Prime Cuts is designed as a quick-hitting freeform conversation where we discuss a breadth of horror mediums, including anthologies, theatrical releases, graphic novels, shorts, and other forms of media. There is no set agenda here as we shoot from the hip and provide any gleaned insights from our respective viewings. All right, guys, I already knew about this unheralded Halloween classic, but I also know that this is all of your guys' first viewings. So what did we think?
Who wants to go first?
I want Sledd to go last, I think. But yeah, Jazz, what do you got? Jazz, what do you think? Yeah.
It was extremely weird. Kind of sloppily put together with a lot of
only kind of
weird, how do I put it, self-indulgences from the director, but it was also weird, quite actually sort of like entertaining. And there's a weird way in which, like, in the hands of like a better craftsman, there's like a seed of an actually excellent movie in there. Like if someone wanted to take like the rough sketch of the plot and do something more with it, it's very, very doable. But I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I enjoyed the unnecessary hair metal video in the middle. I enjoyed the part where, for no reason whatsoever, he decided to put his buddy, who's a stand-up comic, outside the Halloween party and just let him do a whole bit for like.
He's just gonna do a tight. He's just gonna do a tight five for no reason.
The dude was just like bombing for like, it was fucking.
I figured that would infuriate Sledd.
Really say, like, on a personal basis, I having no idea what to expect with this movie when they started doing the credits, and it was like, hold on. A Raj Malhotra production.
Yeah, that threw me off too.
Film. I was just like, what is this like?
Fucking realize it.
This was the beginning of basically the immigration movement that drove MAGA crazy, or whatever. But and like at the Halloween party, they obviously made cameo appearances of like the two Indian guys in full Indian attire for the Halloween costume, with the camera lingering unnecessarily long on one of them doing a ridiculous dance. And it's this weird thing. I don't feel particularly compelled to watch it again.
I think you should be a little sensitive.
Watching it.
I watched it twice just because the first viewing, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was like, because I was kind of watched it passively the first time. And like, it threw me off really because they were so laissez-faire about Grandpa apparently being a fucking like satanic. I was like, wait, what? Like, I had to, like, I was like, it's like, it just didn't make any. I was like, it's so fucking, it was so bizarre. Like,
they were a very forgiving family overall.
They
like
the incest.
Well, that's also like when I first watched it, and then like they had that scene with the mother where he's like, "Oh, it's been 13 years since you had me." Where the fuck he's
not a bad impersonation.
The first time I watched it, I wasn't paying that close attention. This guy's just a creep, and then I was like, "Wait a fucking minute!" Like once I would start paying, I was like, "Oh, how's your what?" Like it was like those guys even a bigger creep. Like it was like it was so fucking strange. Like.
I mean, was the implication that Tommy was actually born of incest with
the
grandpa?
Oh yeah. Because remember, Grandpa says, he's not yours. He's always been mine.
Tommy had the dark hair, right? Like
also true. Very good. Full Game of Thrones, son of Robert Baratheon shit going on there.
Yeah, nice. The dad who got killed early, he was a blondie, and what's his name? The Roger with the fucking D. Who spells Roger with the fucking D? Anyways, like this is his name. If you look at it, it's Rodger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this.
There's just so much. It's a
incredible
weird,
movie. Yeah, incredible movie.
It's this weird family where it's just like, yeah, grandpa's a Satanist, mom is slightly miffed about it, but she's going to go on with her errands for the day, occasionally sobbing in the middle, even though her son's about to be initiated into this antichrist cult or whatever. And then, Roger goes in, he's like, what have I been up to? Tommy's like, this is what I've been up to. Shows him the shrine, all that stuff. Roger's like, you really have been spending time with grandpa. And I wrote a note because they just had a cut scene, just after that. And I was like, how did that wrap up? Did Roger just go like, all right,
seems fine.
You want to get a sandwich, Tommy, or what's up? I'm just gonna leave. There was no follow up to that. It was just.
I had a bigger issue with when he opened the closet door up to show the shrine replete with like skulls and satanic symbology and burning candles in his closet. And maybe I'm too much of a dad. Maybe I'm too much of a dad, but I'm like, Tommy, forget the Satanism. You're going to light this place on fire.
Right.
Yeah,
carbon monoxide poisoning. Come on, Tommy.
I'm not paying a mortgage on a place he's going to burn down. Right?
I like
that's the thing.
I like to think of Tommy as sort of an off-brand Tom Berenger, like half a chromosome shy of Tom Berenger, if you could see that at all.
One note I wrote about Tommy, at least the actor who played him, I said, never has buttoned the top button of a shirt in his entire life. And that's I'm pretty sure that's a guarantee. Never has buttoned a shirt all the way to the top in his entire life.
He was one of the only that could find the information on. There was one of my notes was this movie's so shitty it doesn't even have a Wikipedia page. It doesn't.
Well, it doesn't have any memorable quotes on IMDb. It doesn't have a memorable quote section on IMDb.
There are some memorable quotes.
I know.
Play Tommy because he's been a working actor for a long time, apparently.
He has. He's on. Apparently, he's been on. It's Always Sunny. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's done.
No, he's been on a ton of stuff.
Bright.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Is that who he is? I know exactly who he is now. Holy shit! From the Always. Yeah, I know who he is. I know he is from Always Sunny. Yeah, I've seen him.
Tommy's a real football player. He was named the University of Hawaii's best punter in team history in 1991. He played back in the late 70s.
Are you
Gregory Scott Cummins? No,
you could tell by the way he was working out in his mom's basement that this guy was an athlete. Okay, and also you could tell by the various beer signs in the basement that he likes beer. There was how many? Did you guys count the beer signs, Joel? How many?
Silver Bullet
one.
Silver Bullet. Killian's
Irish
Red. Killian's Irish Red. There was absolutely one or two more. You want to know what else was weird?
Impressive. He was drinking Killian's Irish Red in 1988. I mean, he was kind of an avant-garde guy, right?
Speaking to that, Sledd, speaking how as avant-garde as he was, the other posters in his basement wall, Joel and I noted this. We chatted about it. One of them was for something that just says the witch. And there's a woman's face on it. It actually cut off the whole title. It's actually called Season of the Witch. It was a 1973 horror movie by George A. Romero. So it's sort of an homage to him in that way. And then there's another poster behind Tommy's bed that is that's Dead End Drive-Thru, which I come to find out was like a cult classic in its own right as like a dystopian sci-fi flick. And I ended up actually pausing, during my 15th viewing of Hack-O-Lantern when I found out that was happening. I was like, wait a second. I immediately stopped watching and started watching the Dead End Drive-Thru movie, which is fucking insane. I mean, you forget anything like Mandy or anything else that scrambles your brains. This was insane. Not a horror movie, but highly recommended. Went down the rabbit hole there. Everything in Tommy's basement was insane.
Well,
but yeah, Tommy, just really quick, so from It's Always Sunny, for It's Always Sunny fans, he plays Mac's dad
Okay.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, as soon as Jesse said he was in Always Sunny, I was like, I knew exactly who it was. Just confirmed. Yeah, Mac's dad.
From prison, and he's gotten.
Yep.
Mac got caught again once. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Well,
sorry, Jeannie, go ahead.
Yeah, Jeannie, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say two things. One, what is this like town party that the police get to work? And two, how is there a stripper in there full naked?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Lots of bush in this, lots of full frontal
Like,
in this.
I mean, I was
And
just
everyone's
like,
just
oh,
sort of
I'm
like,
working
oh, yeah.
party. Yeah, everybody's
This
like,
is
oh,
fine.
it's totally normal. It's a stripper.
Including
We're
the
taking
cop,
off clothes.
including Roger. Roger's like, oh.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's some ordinances against that.
I mean, they're okay with their grandpa being a devil worshiper. Like, oh, grandpa.
Well, and it also made me
Nothing
crack
but
up. The
off.
description on IMDb is like, a kindly grandfather is really the leader of a state. There's nothing kindly about that man. There's
Yeah,
nothing
that guy's
kindly
creepy
about
from the
him.
instant.
He's creepy from the get-go.
He's creepy, but here's a question I have. How
Can we
seriously can you take a satanic cult when they're basically just sort of have their velvet robe on top of their lumberjack outfits? So it's basically he's got his like flannel shirt, his like lumberjack shirt, and he's like, and he like puts his arms out, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Are you a representative of Satan, of the devil? Or is that what's going on right now with your Carhartt, like whatever? You know, it's like, I don't think so. This is not scary.
Although that guy does do a good job. Like, he's definitely the best actor in the movie. The guy who plays
obviously.
the grandpa.
I thought the daughter was pretty decent too, but otherwise, yes.
Yeah. The one grandpa scene I think I like the most is actually the one where he's accosting, or he's coming on to his I guess it's his granddaughter.
His granddaughter,
hanging out with the guy, and the guy like it kind of interrupts her. He's like, "Hey," like, and like the face, like the guy does a really good like facial, like where his face like falls, like he like hates the guy now because he like interrupted him. But I don't know if you know the scene I'm talking about where he's talking.
I know
about
exactly the scene you're talking about. Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the grandpa did a pretty good job. What's his fucking name? High something?
High Pike.
High Pike.
I assume it's not a real name, but maybe it is.
Let's go through his.
I mean, I think it's at least his stage name.
I think it was. I mean, because he was a. I mean,
he was.
I don't know.
He was in Dolemite. He was in Dolemite. He was in Blade Runner.
He was in Blade Runner, apparently. I tried to look up which it was. I couldn't figure out who they were in Blade Runner, but
yeah, no, he's doing a very interesting like Southern patois, but like also a very ostentatiously perhaps gay gentleman. There's a lot going on there. Not sure.
I mean, he was born in L.A., so
he was born Monty Pike.
Oh, was he?
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think all the turquoise jewelry was supposed to symbolize his dabbling in Satanism?
What about the eyeliner?
It was really at odds with like the lumberjack.
Look, Satanists can be sort of, also raid the dollar store in whatever town this was for costume jewelry. Why not?
Can we at least try to give just a quick synopsis for the uninitiated here of like what the hell's going on with it? I'll try. Okay. Yeah. Really,
you should write a Wikipedia page, Jesse. I don't know if I already said it. I think I did. One. You could create a page for this.
I think I might do that. So you got a family in what looks like Northern California. Is that right? In sort of the hills with fields.
There was a lot of eucalyptus trees. So
there you go. See, I know you can on Sledd.
Wherever they grow pumpkins.
They're on essentially a farmland. Okay, you've got the mother and her husband and her 3 children, and the grandfather, her father. Turns out the grandfather of the family, is a Satanist practicing his ways in the adjacent barn to the main house. He's trying to corrupt Tommy, one of her sons, one of her 3 kids. And eventually the dad makes his way to the barn to tell the grandfather, stop fucking around with my kid. and they whack him with a hammer in the back of the head, and he's finished. And then they proceed to throw him in his car and light the car on fire. Somehow, young Tommy can see this from his own bedroom window as his father
I can
burns to
see
death.
why the grandpa looked down on that guy. He kind of went out pretty soft, you know. That one he didn't even get hit that hard. He just gave up.
It was really a love tap. I mean, that guy's got no chin at all when you think about it. But he also says to his wife right before he leaves, "Damn it, woman," which was like really classic 80s fucking sexist shit. Just damn it, woman. He puts his beer down. He's like, "I'll go straighten this out." And then he threatens to punch in High Pike's teeth like he's going to do something. They got all their robes on. And like you said, their flannel shirts underneath. They take care of them, burn them up. Fast forward 13 years later, child Tommy is now an adult, and he's been sort of inculcated into this practicing Satanist with his grandfather. You come to find out, here's the swerve, and I've seen it a million times.
Theory that Tommy, I think Grandpa is Tommy's dad. Actually, I don't think.
Biologically, yeah.
Right. So you do find out that the grandfather raped his own daughter, his young adult daughter, on her wedding night, where presumably she was impregnated with Tommy. So, and also Grandpa wears one of the bones of his murdered son-in-law around his neck, just as a reminder.
Very Satanism. It's very
right.
satanic.
So the mom somehow
the daughter with it.
Yeah, I think he also wants to. Yeah, he wants to kill the daughter, right? Doesn't he put her in the? Shit, man. My question is this: so the swerve is at the end. You've got this masked killer going through, which you presume is Grandpa the whole time.
Oh, I figured. I mean, it's the mom, right?
Well, that's the end. Is there's two masked
Like the end is
figures.
the mom,
Sorry,
but the one who kills the other people is
exactly.
not the mom.
So,
I feel
Jazz,
I mean, maybe it's the ADHD or AUHD, but like I don't know. I think it was the mom pretty early on. That's
yeah,
right.
but is it? I think it's the grandfather until the mom gets sick of it, kills the grandfather to keep the family together.
That's what I thought. That it was the grandfather.
I guess it's possible.
Well, I think what they were trying to imply in the early part of the movie was that it was Tommy.
Right.
And then at some point you realize it wasn't Tommy, and they're trying to imply that it's the grandfather. But then at the end, in order to save her family, the mom comes in and kills the grandfather while in full costume.
I thought it was
I guess
mom.
my question would... So one possibility is the mom the whole time, which in a weird way makes more sense than if, like, the mom's like, I have to go save my family from Grandpa. But first, let me go snatch one of these costumes for...
I mean, I know it can't be Grandpa when he kills the chick at the pool, because he would have fucked that broad first.
Can we talk about... What's her name, Nikki? No, Nancy. It was Nikki.
He gets killed with like a rake.
It's Tommy's girlfriend. Who can we talk about her for a second and her filmography?
Naomi? What was
Rich
her name?
bitch.
Something like that?
I assume there's at least a couple actual adult film stars in this movie.
Almost certainly, yeah.
She's one of them, and for the life of me, I don't think I can
star loosely. Star.
I don't think I can pull up her full filmography. Can anyone else pull this up? Because you really need to pull it up. I know that she starred in. Let's see.
Turn on incognito mode.
Yeah. Oh no. her.
Gianna Fine.
That's her. That's her.
Yeah.
Gina Fine. So Gina Fine,
American former pornographic actress and erotic dancer. Nailed it, Sledd.
On again, off again, porn career for the last 15 years.
Oh, but not just anyone. Mind you, she was inducted into the AVN Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Which is the Porn Hall of Fame, presumably.
Yeah, it is the adult. Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. I mean,
did she get inducted? Like, was she a first-year eligible inductees? You know, was she like one of those people who's so good? Or she had to wait. Yeah, the veterans inducted her. She expired ability, and
they weren't going to let her in. But in this era of more statistically driven evaluation of porn, they were able to finally say that her numbers
Jazz,
matched up.
Can you look, Jazz? Can you?
Her career, they're like, oh, dude, forgotten hero.
Jazz, can you look at her filmography? I know that I think she was in Leatherbound Dykes from Hell Part 9, I believe is one of them. I can't remember the other ones.
I haven't seen that one. I'll have to check it out.
Wikipedia, unsurprisingly, didn't actually carry the pornography filmographies, but let's see if on IMDb you find it.
I had somehow pulled up a list.
This is quite a list.
There you go. Just start spitting out titles. Let's just go, Jazz. Just start.
Okay, sure. older women, hotter sex. Spike Peel Diaries Volume 2. What?
See, that's why it took a while to get into the Hall of Fame. She was still doing the older women porn.
So
It was,
Ooh, Barbie
hold on.
Wire.
This is a solid
a
one.
dyke with attitude.
Blowjob Adventures of Dr. Fellatio 14.
So you wouldn't be able to follow it if you hadn't seen the previous.
Yeah, if you hadn't seen the previous.
really
I mean, 12 is my.
You're right.
Really?
Leatherbound. What you said, Jesse?
Yeah.
New Wave Hookers 5.
New Wave. That's such an 80s thing to say.
Oh my God. Fillmore Butts taking care of business.
Look, it's a Hall of Fame resume. It's a Hall of Fame resume.
That's all there is to it. And let me tell you, she goes right through this and she's just chewing up the scenery. My favorite part about her is that she tells Tommy, you know, they're going to get beer. She's going to take Tommy home to her place. Grandpa walks out of nowhere and is Tommy, you got to save yourself for this, the ceremony tonight. You got to be pure. And then he tells her to get lost. Basically, she goes home and she's like, Tommy, I'll be at my house in the pool all afternoon if you want to show up later. And so then they cut to her in the pool, swimming around in a fucking long sleeve shirt. What is it? What kind of shirt is that, Jeannie? Where you can see through? It's like a what's the word I'm looking for?
It's like a sheer blouse.
That's it. It's like a sheer blouse that she's got on. So anyway, she's showing everything through this blouse. Then she gets out, goes to the pool house, and she decides she's going to make herself a Bloody Mary, which I really love for some reason. And then the killer shows up in the mask. And she just assumes it's such a great trope in bad horror movies. Just like, oh, Tommy, you did show up after all, you know, you silly guy. And he's dressed in like a devil mask and like a whole cape. And she's like, I'll make you, what does she make him? A fucking, you know, a Satan worshiping cocktail or whatever she does.
Yeah.
And then he promptly stabs her in the head with a 3-pronged, you know,
that blood looked like shit in that scene too. That blood was like the trashiest fucking.
You know what?
Well, wait a second. Yeah, Jazz. I think I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead, say it. Yeah.
I don't think maybe you don't, but you know what?
Yeah.
I think you're right, Sledd. I think it's the mom the whole time.
I just thought of that, Jazz. That she's She's gardening.
Her family.
Her family's gardening.
Her family.
Holy shit, Sledd.
Oh, fuck that broad. Y'all are worried about the Grandpa would have. She's like laying out on the couch.
Yeah,
well, no, you remember she says
he's corrupting.
Says, like she doesn't like her daughter's boyfriend.
That's right. He's corrupting.
Wishes Tommy wouldn't hang around with Nora, and she also thinks Beth is a bad influence. And those are the ones who gets. Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Connection fully. Sledd once again a step ahead.
You also forgot to mention the comment that Grandpa makes, where he's like, "I'd tell you to fuck her brains out, but she doesn't have any."
Oh my god, that's right. He does say that.
Apropos of what?
Hold on.
You know, it would be even better if I thought it was intentional to like not know exactly who was killing him. I don't think that's intentional. I just think it's like a really badly made movie.
I think we need to do a Kickstarter to do a sequel.
Oh my god!
No,
the guy
is Roger Mundra still working?
She's a serious director. Actually. She's
Vera, right? The daughter. She was still alive. Yeah.
She makes short films, but she's been nominated for a couple Academy Awards for her short film documentaries. Call her up.
I would like to see Vera like 30 years later.
No, I mean
Roger. Is Roger still the head of the Satanic?
Talking about the actual director's daughter, she's get her to make it.
Well, Jag Mundra has a whole Wikipedia page. I can't believe this wasn't his only movie. He's made like 30 movies.
What is it? What else? Well, I'll tell you this. Joel was apoplectic that there was no lantern or jack-o'-lantern or any sort of anything.
Yeah, I've been waiting to get to this. There is nothing to do with the goddamn jack-o'-lantern anywhere in this movie. What the fuck are we talking
about? Not true. Not
Tommy,
at the very beginning.
Multiple names.
I like the taste of blood.
He did have pumpkins in the back of his little. That was a badass little truck, by the way. I love it.
What did Grandpa do with his whole fucking? How did he make money? Just driving around in a flatbed full of fucking pumpkins?
Yeah, he's a pumpkin farmer.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He must have. Go ahead, Joel.
Aren't there alternative titles to this thing?
All right, can I list them right now? Can I list them right now? What you have is Halloween Night. You have The Damning. And this is the one that it probably should have been named Death Mask.
All of them make more sense.
For sure.
than
For
Hack
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, none of them make
honestly,
a lot of sense, but
Such a fun movie. Such a fun movie. Not terrible practical effects. Yeah, the blood wasn't that great. But do we want to talk about the stand-up comedian doing a tight five outside of the club for no reason?
Oh my god.
Do it.
kill that fucking guy. Like if I was at a party, like I mean, I would beat the. I would want to beat the shit out of that guy.
No, it would be a wreck.
Steinfeldian, right?
And beating the shit out of him would have been funnier than his like. It was the most wooden stand-up I've ever. Like I can't even imagine filming something that like.
So why do we
It
think
was just so out of place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just waiting to go to the Halloween party. What do you think it really was? A friend of one of the crew who they're just like
It was 100% a friend of the director or producer or something.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Like
If we
that he put together.
In the same way that the band was like a friend, you know, like let's put you in a music video in the middle of the
Anybody
movie.
else catch the weird reference to Shiva in the music video where the girl's name is Shiva, right? The girl who comes out in the music video, right? That's the character's name, and they do a reference with a 6-arm, you know, woman for a second, like Shiva,
Mhm.
but like Shiva's not
Kali.
a
Yeah.
corollary to, or was it Kali? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I forget. But the Kali was not a reference to is not the devil. So I don't understand why they did Kali.
Because Tommy was like 15 killions deep. He had a dream. The whole thing was a dream, right? DC
was a
LaCroix.
dream.
DC LaCroix is the 80s hair metal rock band that was playing The Devil's Son in the music video. And then you have Kali for some reason in there who ends up killing in his sleep, of course, stabs him in the skull or in the
Called
throat.
Syncretism.
What's that?
Syncretism.
Oh, God. Yeah, she never has any relevance to any other scenes. She's the only black character in the movie, which seems of note somehow, but also seems completely incidental in another way.
Yeah, I don't think it's
There's Asians and Indians in the movie, but only one.
Yeah, but they're all to play tropes, right? Doesn't the Asian woman get hit on by the cop at the Halloween party,
Yeah.
at the
Oh
costume
yeah,
party?
and then she like responds in her language.
And then, yeah, blows
But
him
then
off.
she like shuts him down. You know, it's not
Yeah.
like she's like.
She
Yeah,
does have
I'll be your
some
gay guy.
agency. Yeah. Just what a fun movie. High Pike putting in a goddamn tour. Just talk about chewing up the scenery. Just
Yep.
eating up every single scene. He reveals that he's murdered his son-in-law. He keeps his bone as a keepsake, as a talisman.
fucked his daughter,
Fucks his own daughter, impregnates her, and then tries to.
granddaughter.
He was trying to fuck his granddaughter. And how about the granddaughter's boyfriend who steps in to try
He
to.
gets a boyfriend killed for because he's interfering with his business.
The power is in the blood. So what happens? So at the very end of this movie, the mom kills the grandfather, presumably to keep him away from harming her family and her children any further than he already has. And she wants to keep the family together. Now, what that might mean, as we come to find out, is as the grandfather lay dying, the younger son, the younger brother, Roger, who's a cop to that point, is just sort of over his dying grandfather.
A cop. When you think about when you like look like that uniform looked like a goddamn Boy Scout uniform. Like it.
I mean, this is a shoestring
Yeah.
budget.
Well,
Sled.
and he had like he was
Like,
riding like a
it's like,
motorcycle. with
honestly, I
something
kind
right
of
on
liked it. I actually kind of liked it because I think it was that easy to become a cop, and I think it probably still is that easy to become a cop.
I think it. Yeah, I mean, right. Have you read any news? Yeah, it's
Become a cop. It's like, well, yeah, buddy, let's get you. Got you a uniform. Like,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
you know,
Here's your gun. Here's your motorcycle. Well, so he leans over his grandfather, who gives him what we're led to believe is the devil's sign, but which we all know is very clearly what, Jeannie?
I love you.
It means I love you in sign language. We all learned it in 4th grade. But he presses the I love you sign.
Longhorn sign.
He presses his hand to
Longhorn.
his grandson's forehead, and there's some sort of awful special effect there. So we think that there was some sort of he brainwashed him by touching him and imbuing him past
Transfers
the.
his
Yeah.
power or something.
So we find out
Something like that.
that the younger son at the very end is going to lead the cult of other Satanists, and presumably to keep the family together. Tommy actually is the one who rebels at the end, saves his sister from being sacrificed. And
By
we
the
don't
way, bad job wasting 20 years inculcating this kid.
Man,
You
really,
didn't-
really
that
read
didn't-
Tommy
that didn't
wrong.
work at all.
I took away maybe that was Grandpa's secret plan.
Yeah. You know what the problem was? No way Tommy could pull off flannel. Only Roger could pull off flannel. And you
That's
need a
actually a good
flannel
point.
to lead that
Yeah.
cult.
But I tell you what, though, Tommy was more concerned with just banging out weights and doing pull-ups in his basement, getting drunk, sleeping on a dirty mattress on the ground in a basement of his family's house at 30 or how.
So comfy though. That shit was comfy as hell. But it was like the only thing that was one thing that bugged me is they complained about how it was sweltering down. I bet you that was the coolest place in the house. I bet you it was like comfy.
Side note, did you see those weights? That was pathetic. Like
one pull-up.
That was a curl bar, not a bench press bar. And it had like 50 pounds on it. What are you doing, Tommy?
Look at all these fucking tough guys. Dude, how about when Tommy rips off his sunglasses and stares right into the camera, just breaks the fourth wall? How about that?
I wrote that one down. That was amazing. Great job, Jag Mundra. Excellent
man.
piece of directing there. Yeah.
What do we think of the kills? Were there any good kills? I mean, aside from
They're great. The blood was weak sauce, man.
Yeah, the blood literally looked like watered down ketchup.
Yeah, not really good.
The kills weren't that
Yeah, it was like Sriracha. That's what the blood looked like. Sriracha.
It did. It did have a tint. Yeah, it did have a tint. I'll tell you what the best kill was the boyfriend falling into the open grave and catching the shovel to the skull. But they cut away from it so fast. You're like, dude, you've done the best job of the whole movie right here with this kill, and you're going to cut away from it in like a nanosecond. You didn't really get
because they couldn't get the practical effect of squishing his skull. That's why they had to show it after it was cut into his skull.
That's a good point.
I guarantee you that's what that is.
Yeah.
Can I say?
Yeah,
Can I
Jess.
say two things? One, I just looked up Jag Mundra on Wikipedia. He's done like 40 movies. They're all like low budget slasher, like this. You know how like the 80s had this sort of like softcore porn action combo thing that happened all the time? He did like all of those apparently. And some of these have like real actors in them. So like we got to do like a Jag Mundra marathon at some point.
Look up his daughter, Jay. Look up his daughter. I don't know how to say her first name. It's
she's like an Academy Award nominated.
Yeah, she's been nominated twice for Academy Award.
Crazy. So I mean, Jag Mundra is the most legit person like out of this whole thing.
Did you say she's
and the other thing,
short director? Like she directs shorts mostly?
No, that's
documentary films. Documentary films.
Yeah,
documentary. Okay.
But then there's one quote at the beginning of the movie that I almost just want to record and like be able to like use for different purposes. When Grandpa is giving child Tommy like the necklace pendant thing and his pick of pumpkin or whatever.
Right.
The kid is such a bad actor, but there's this one delivery, and he just goes, "Something for me, 'cause I'm special." And just the way that he says it, like I just want to have that almost be my ringtone. Like whenever it's like a phone call for me.
Do that at my next performance.
Yeah, look at his dad in front of him, right? Like the kid he saw the fire at least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, Grandpa, someday.
That's actually.
I will also learn how to pack a pickup truck of pumpkins, such that no matter how many crazy bumps you go over, the pumpkins will not move one goddamn millimeter. That was the most amazing special effect in the movie.
Tommy's pants were dirty when he got off the truck. It literally looked like he shit his pants.
It did look like he should have. It looked like he had a duty. Yeah.
I took a picture of it. Because I was like, what the fuck is this?
There's so much going on. I love it so much.
It's just sloppy.
So, Jess, where did you first watch this movie?
Where did I watch it?
Yeah, did it come out in theaters?
No, it was straight to video.
Okay.
No, I saw it. God, COVID really did me in. I mean, I'm literally wearing a bathrobe right now, guys. Like I'm completely. So I watched it sometime during COVID. It was on Plex or Tubi or YouTube or any of the number of other apps, and I immediately was like, well, this is incredible. Like, why is this not a more popular film? which I still ask that question. And especially the fact that Sledd and Jazz are not absolutely bearing it means there's something bizarre about it that makes you watch it. You know, you're just like, what is happening?
There's a good amount to unpack. Just like also the mom, you leave Tommy, you know, her whole life she's saying you leave Tommy alone. No, okay. And then just goes on living her life. Like it's sort of like you didn't really put up much of a fight till the end, lady, and then you went
long
nuts.
ass prairie hair.
Yeah.
Did y'all notice when they went to?
Do you think?
The what?
Was that her real hair?
I think
know,
so.
But it was like took me.
Because she had no eyebrows too. That was the thing that threw me off. She had like the no eyebrow look going on.
Super blonde. Yeah. I think it was because
like Midwest.
Well, this is all like you said, High Pike is from LA, and this was all filmed in Northern California. It's like, I don't know, are there bumpkins out in Northern?
I think it's filmed in the Central Coast at most. I mean, when you're in California, everything's called Northern California. When you're like in
north of LA,
like San Francisco's actually like right in the middle of California. But yeah, it's definitely filmed in California.
I tell you what, it was actually kind of pretty when you look at the shots out there of all the rolling
Their
hills
farm
and
was
the
amazing.
the farmland. Yeah. Just really funny placement for all that. I mean, you could never mind like a sequel or something, which would be awesome. But like, I think Jazz, I think you said it. I think you could actually remake this in like super competent hands. There's like a semblance of a real plot there. Like you could do this the right way.
Well, there's certain things that I think you could drop too, and it would there's no real reason that we get for why it has to be an incestual relationship, right? Like that, like so you just don't.
Yeah, but why not?
Yeah,
I think it also would have played better if the grandpa was this kindly person, right? And maybe Tommy is glimpsing things in the barn that's happening. I think because he was already so slimy, you're just like, well, of course he's the fucking head of a satanic.
Yeah, if he was the secret mastermind of it, it would be better.
Well, the plot, in some sense, is like Hereditary sort of mirrors a portion of this plot. Yeah. Like the mother is effectively, she wants her daughter's children to be the vessels for whatever. That's the plot of Hereditary.
Yeah.
So
pretty close, at least. Yeah, I mean, like, I think you could do it, right? Like,
could. You would need to extend that stand-up bit to be like 15 minutes, though.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
We have to.
You're gonna do it right. Yeah, you get like Louis C.K. to do that and just like bomb out of the fucking.
No, you need like some.
Budget through the roof. I mean, you got to find like a guy, like some up and coming guy who's actually. Yeah, I don't know I don't even know how you mimic that. It was like a farce of trying to.
Very strange.
Because it was like the '80s hack comic, which I'm sure there's some equivalent today, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I captured the genuineness. Like I think that felt like a guy who was actually doing a bit with like no crowd follow up. Like there's no crowd actual laughing, and so he's just like, I'm going to finish this bit. Yeah. He's as opposed to like. Comedy now, there's so much crowd work. Like it's all like everybody's trying to be spontaneous, as opposed to like old school stand up. A lot of times you meet these guys, like there's guys you go and read about them, like, oh, this guy seems really funny, and then you read about him, it's like, oh, this guy wasn't funny at all as a real person. Like he was only funny because he did like a act, and like that was a guy doing an act. I don't know. You'd have to find somebody to do an act. It would be hard. Like, yeah, maybe actually find you get like Daniel Day-Lewis to do it. As an act.
I like all of this.
Leonardo DiCaprio as the hack.
It could not be funny.
I would love to do this. Well, I think we covered just about every aspect. Jazz, did you have any other notes you wanted to share on the absolute madness that is Hack-O-Lantern? I would say this, highly recommended. Fun watch, easy watch, very rewatchable, especially right now creeping up on Halloween with the season. I mean, you're going to watch your standard stuff.
What's the Thanksgiving movie we watched?
Blood Rage.
Blood Rage, yes.
Blood Rage is
Blood Rage.
So these are like with all the holiday, this is our run, from here all the way through New Year's is the run for all of those Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas and all these. And we have all the movies that everyone knows, Black Christmas, Halloween with Michael Myers, all of these ones that run through Thanksgiving now. by Eli Roth is probably going to be an annual thing. But like, there's a second tier of these weird cult ones that are also affiliated with holidays, like you just said, Blood Rage for like this, and that's for like the super nerd cult classic horror fans. And like, I nominate Hack-O-Lantern to be that for Halloween. I mean, are there any other Halloween one? I mean, there's a ton of them out there, but like, this to me is fun and rewatchable more so than any other. I mean, you watch Halloween and then this. What else is there?
I'll never watch
What
this
else
movie
is
again.
There's way too much to the Jag Mundra filmography for me to plumb before I need to return to Hack-O-Lantern. Okay?
You know what? Sled's gonna run through what's her name's filmography first. You know, Psycho Blowjobs from Outer Space. You know, number 12. I am going to nominate right now. This is gonna happen when we come up to Christmas. It's a movie from the 80s, early 80s called Blood Beat. And we're going to watch that. That is very much in line with like, I will say this. I know I've referenced Mandy already. It is basically, or we could do a full length app on it, that and Mandy, and pair them up because there's some similarities. It's fucking insane. Set on a farm in Wisconsin on Christmas. Oh man, that's all I can really say about. Oh well, there's an ancient samurai who appears out of nowhere for no reason, starts killing people as a time traveler.
Solid.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Can I make one Jag Mundra recommendation just because it has a name that
I would love for you to, please?
So apparently he made a movie called Open House in 1987, and it is a slasher film written and directed by Jag Mundra, and it stars amongst the stars is Adrienne Barbeau. So she doesn't just sign up for everything, right?
Let's go. Let's go. And if Jag Mundra is doing it, that
wait, stop.
She's
like. I just have to say this real quick. As I read the beginning of the plot on Wikipedia, a teenage girl who was molested by her father. So apparently this is just Jag Mundra's thing.
Oh shit. Boy. Well, I was gonna make an Adrienne Barbeau naked joke, but now I feel dirty saying it. But I mean, I have to assume she's gonna appear full frontal.
Did you get naked in something?
No, we're saying if she's in Jag Mundra's film, he's gonna ask for that. He's gonna have that done. Tommy, Adrian, get naked. All right, I guess.
But not for Swamp Thing.
We got to bring it home. You guys have anything else to close? We all thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm thumbsing up this. Anyone should watch this.
Thumbs up.
No one's gonna regret giving this one watch.
There you go, Sledd. You're the only one out.
One watch. All
right, one watch. All right, we got Sledd for one watch. Let's not get greedy. Thanks again for joining us on Chopping It Up's special mini episodes of Prime Cuts. Join us next time. Thanks again for listening.
I can hear nothing anymore.